AITA for refusing to clock out early so my coworker can take her kid to the hospital. I 31F carpool to work every day with 4 coworkers. We all live about an hour away from the office and started carpooling back when we were forced to return to working full-time in person. Carpooling helps us share commuting expenses like gas and tolls. One of my coworkers, let's call her Shaz, a young child who has been very sick recently. For the past few days, he's been suffering from constant nosebleeds, so severe that he burned through an entire roll of toilet paper trying to stop the bleeding. This past Sunday night, the situation got worse, and they took him to the hospital. But on Monday, S still came to work as usual and didn't even mention any of it until we were all driving home together. During the car ride, S told us she hadn't asked her boss for time off to take her child to the hospital because she didn't think she would be allowed. She also said that if she doesn't get him seen soon, he could die. She then asked if we could all use her car the next day instead of our usual drivers, let's call him A, and if everyone could clock out at 4:45 instead of our regular time. For context, 3 of our coworkers usually clock out at 500, but A and I normally finish at 5:30. Her plan was for everyone to leave early so she could drive straight home and take her son to the doctor. We told her we'd think about it and would have to clear it with our managers first. After discussing it further, A and I decided that we'd just find another ride home that day, letting S leave whenever she needed. The plan was simple. She would drive her own car to work, we'd all carpool with her in the morning, and then in the afternoon, A and I could arrange a separate ride home while she drove straight home from work to take her kid to the doctor. That way, nobody had to clock out early. When A called her Monday night to explain this plan, she got furious. She accused us of being heartless, said that we didn't care about her child, and even threw out the phrase, "What goes around comes around." S then announced rather dramatically that she would just reschedule her son's doctor's appointment so it wouldn't inconvenience us, even though we never asked her to do that. This was baffling because Shed just told us an hour earlier that her son's nosebleeds hadn't stopped and that he could literally die. Frankly, I'm angry. S was the one who originally said Shed take her own car and drop us off so she could go straight home to her kid, and we were totally fine with that plan. But I also knew there was no chance our managers would let us leave work 45 minutes early for a situation involving someone else's child. A and I don't have kids, but if my child were bleeding that much, I wouldn't have even shown up to work. I'd have either called out entirely or left early the day before to take them straight to the ER. I'm also genuinely confused by her saying that her son could die, but choosing to schedule a doctor's appointment instead of dropping everything and taking him back to the ER immediately. So AITA for refusing to clock out early so my coworker can take her child to the ER. Discuss in the comments section below, and I'll pin the most upvoted comment. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to hear more stories animated and read by AI.